We are 2 weeks away from the summer transfer window and things are seriously starting to heat up regards to incomings and outgoings at Liverpool. In today's video, we'll go over all the latest, whilst also keeping you up to date with everything else surrounding Liverpool from the last 24 hours. There is so much to cover in today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Tuesday evening brought claims that Liverpool had begun talks to sign two young French midfielders in Thuram and Manu Kane. With the season now over and their sporting director in place, the Reds are expected to move quickly to bring in new additions. The priority for Jurgen Klopp is to bolster his midfield, and with a deal for Brighton's Alexis McAllister lined up, other candidates are now being pursued. Two exciting options have come in the fore this week, with sources in France and Germany claiming talks are underway for Nice's Thuram and Borussia Mönchengladbach's Kone. L'Equipe, following a claim from Goals Neil Jones that Liverpool are definitely interested, report that the club have been in contact over Thuram for a few weeks. It is claimed that meetings have already been held with the 22-year-old's representatives, with a move to Anfield light. However, Nice aren't ready to sell, though this may simply be brinkmanship for a club eager to maximise on their value of the son of French legend Lilian Thuram. In Germany's Sport Bild, reliable Toby Ashflot reports that Liverpool have also contacted Kone over a possible switch from Gladbach. Their inquiries began before Jorge Schmadtke was in place as sporting director. It is claimed that Gladbach likely started negotiations at £35 million. The club's interest is described as big, and though Kone's contract runs until 2025 with an option to extend a further 12 months, Gladbach need quick income and it is already clear that he will leave. While Liverpool are unlikely to be the only suitors for either Thuram or Kone, they have certainly emerged as interesting targets. Both 22 and with experience of versatile midfielders in top-level leagues, the Frenchman would have the potential of revitalising Klopp's engine room. Just a quick one guys, we do have Liverpool t-shirts available on our website, so do browse the collection by going to copyclothing.com or going down into the link in the description. We also offer free UK shipping on all orders. Let's get back into the video. It looks increasingly likely that Real Madrid could be Roberto Firmino's next destination following his Liverpool departure this summer. Having played in his final game for the club away at Southampton at the weekend, the Brazilian has been linked to various clubs in recent weeks, and the Spanish Giants have been one of the strong contenders. The Independent have reported that Karim Benzema is considering an offer from Al Hilal in Saudi Arabia, leaving a potential opening for a new forward acquisition in the upcoming transfer window. The lack of a transfer fee appealed to the Galacticos, who are said to be keen to wait another year before making a big money move for centre forward given the pursuit of Jude Bellingham. It puts Firmino firmly on Real Madrid's radar for this summer, who is also said to have attracted attention from rivals Barcelona. New sporting director Jorge Schmadtke has given the details of what his new role at Liverpool will entail, as he confirmed how long his contract is after a conjecture over the deal. After weeks of speculation, the German was confirmed as the Reds' new sporting director on Tuesday morning, ahead of what is set to be a busy summer for the football club. Schmadtke will replace Julian Ward after his departure was announced back in November. The length of his stay was uncertain, but he has since confirmed our cooperation is initially planned for 3 months. Though it is understood that the short-term agreement could be extended further should both parties deem it beneficial and successful. While fans have previously praised deals conducted by Ward and Michael Edwards before him, the day-to-day role of a sporting director is still something of mystery to many. Schmadtke has offered an explanation of his responsibilities during what is, for now, at least a 3-month stay at Liverpool. He said, "The input of a coach in transfers is greater in England than in Germany, where a sports board or a sports director hold everything in one hand. Klopp sets the priorities. We then work with the data analysts and scouts. He will then choose from a list of players who he'd like to work with. After that, I will approach the targets and clubs, and in the end, the owners must also be satisfied with their investments. I'll start on June 1st. If we like each other, the cooperation can go beyond the transfer window. Let's see, then we'll continue this or not." It's a rare piece of insight into the behind-the-scenes workings of a football club, with the club's previous two sporting directors having had very little dialogue with supporters. The comments also indicate that Klopp will have a greater influence over transfer dealings. That was the case with both Ward and Edwards. Schmadtke detailed his working relationship with the Liverpool boss, explaining that he had been introduced to the club's owners FSG by Klopp's agent. He said, "We were in the Bundesliga at the same time. He's a coach, I as a sporting director, you know each other. I know his advisor, Mark Kuschka, better. He had a better, good exchange with the owners of Liverpool FC." When the current sporting director announced that he wanted to stop for personal reason, Mark told him, "If you are looking for an older and experienced manager for the transfer period, you should perhaps deal with Jorge Schmadtke from Germany." Schmadtke will work alongside the likes of Mike Gordon and Billy Hogan, head of recruitment Dave Fallows and chief scout Barry Hunter, and will have an influence over potential incomings in the transfer market. As for his budget, the German joked that he doesn't have one yet, as he acknowledged transfers are not only influenced by money, but also how a player can integrate and perform for the team. Liverpool are likely to face a busy summer of preparation for next season, with Klopp hinting that he'll be busy on the phone ahead of 2023-2024. A seemingly endless list of midfielders have been linked to the Reds as a part of the summer rebuild, and it looks as though the new sporting director will have a big say on which of those come through the door. Liverpool have already rejected a bid for Fabio Carvalho, and though their stance is he would only move on a loan, that could change with a clause. Carvalho is attracting widespread interest ahead of the summer, and this week it emerged that Liverpool had turned down a permanent offer. That bid from RB Leipzig was deemed disrespectful, according to the Times' Paul Joyce, with club sources insisting they will only listen to loan proposals. West Ham, Brentford and Burnley are also said to be interested in temporary deals for the 20-year-old, though Football Insider's Dave Inch reports that a permanent transfer appeals more to the player. Joyce explains that Liverpool will take a hardline stance over bids for their number 28, as they view him as a future starter. However, Lynch adds that the inclusion of a buyback clause may change the club's view on selling Carvalho this summer. A buyback clause, which has been tentatively discussed, would allow Liverpool to re-sign the midfielder in the future for a fee determined in their negotiations of his sale. That was the case when Sheffield United signed Ryan Brewster in 2020 and when Bournemouth agreed a double deal for Jordan Ibe and Brad Smith in 2016. In each of those instances, though, the players did not make the progress perhaps expected, and Liverpool opted against activating their buyback option. Doing so with Carvalho at least ensured value if he were to follow the trajectory many hoped when he swamped Fulham for Anfield last summer. Liverpool fans, what do you make of Roberto Firmino being linked to Real Madrid, and would you see him being a success there? Let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Remember, we do have Liverpool t-shirts available on our website, so do browse the collection by going down into the link in the description or going to copbuyclothing.com. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace.